Hi everyone, I hope you guys are keeping well. In this video, I'm gonna share with you a 10 minutes exercise routine for lower back pain, more specifically for disc bulges and sciatica pain. If you're suffering from lower back pain, like sciatica pain or disc bulges, this video is specifically designed for you. This exercise and tips can help you to improve your overall recovery, help you to reduce your lower back pain, and help you to improve your lower back mobility. If you've been following my video, last week I've basically shared with you a shorter version of this routine, which was only 5 minutes. If you have only 5 minutes through the day, you can follow that routine. But if you do have longer amount of time, like let's say 10 minutes, you can stick to this routine. These two routines are designed to help you to recover quicker, help you to reduce your lower back pain, and help you to improve your lower back mobility. If you've never been in this channel, my name is Bob. I'm a physical therapist, and the purpose of this channel is to help people like yourself with simple tips and exercise for quicker recovery. Make sure to subscribe my channel for my weekly update, and don't forget to press that like button. Let's get started. Alright guys, before I start the rehab exercises, I would like to share with you 3 important tips that these 3 tips can help you to recover quicker and help you to minimize the recurrence of your lower back pain. If you're suffering from lower back pain or disc bulges or sciatica pain, this video is for you, and I would suggest you to watch it until the end. The first tips that I would like to share with you guys is that you have to follow these exercises at least once a day. Every single day. Even though if you got improved and your back pain reduced and you didn't have any pain, I would still suggest my patient to follow this exercise once a day. Why? Because that minimizes the recurrence of your back pain and help you to stay active and mobile. Try to do them at least once a day. If you find them it's comfortable, try them twice a day. That's not a problem. The second tips that I would like to share with you guys, that while you're doing these exercises, if you find any of the exercises do not feel comfortable and aggravate your pain, skip that exercise and follow the rest of the routine. I received so many questions. This exercise didn't help me. I would still suggest you to follow the rest of the routine while you're recovering. Why? Because movement is the key, and these exercises has been designed for you to get better. Try to follow the most exercise that you can and skip those that you can't. After a while, your body adapts and you can get back to the whole routine and try them again. The last tip that I would like to share with you guys is that you have to expect mentally and physically to get better. What does that mean? If you're following exercise routine, that's a physical effort that you're basically doing in a daily basis and you're trying to get better. But at the same time, if you're thinking that you're not gonna get better, that's gonna influence your results. That's something that study and research has shown, that back pain, lower back pain specifically, there's a mental aspect into it, and you have to expect to get better, and you have to look at every single positive aspect that happen in your rehab routine and in a daily basis activity that can see improvement. That's something that you need to encourage yourself and see that positive side. And in that case, I would always recommend my patient to look at bright side and see how far they improve after a week or after a few days. And that is very important for you to encourage yourself and see that and literally progress in a step by step. These 3 tips are so important, and I would always suggest my patient to repeat this and literally watch this video every single day to understand why they have to follow these 3 tips for a quicker recovery. Let's start the rehab routine, and I would love to know how you're getting on after a week. Alright guys, we're gonna start this routine with Cat-camel, which is very low impact but a simple exercise that can help you to mobilize your lower back, improve your mobility, and actually reduce pain. Let's get into it. You're gonna be on a quadruped position, hands underneath of your shoulder, your knee is gonna be underneath of your hip, and we're going to basically relax, get the chin down to your chest, and stretch all the way your lower back and upper back, and you create like basically a hip hinge. Hold it there for a few seconds and relax. Repeat the same thing. Don't need to hold it for too long. We try to basically create that movement. I'm going to practice this for 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetition. If you have more time, you can go for 15. And Relax. Go to the point that you feel comfortable. Keep on moving and relax. Cat-camel is a simple exercise that can be a great exercise for acute or chronic, basically, lower back pain, and can help you to mobilize your lower back pain, help you to reduce pain and improve your mobility. We're going to move on to baby pose, which is a simple but effective stretch that can actually stretch your upper and your lower back, and in that case we create some movement in the lower back. The aim of the pain and lower back pain in this phase of your rehabilitation is that to keep moving and actually avoid complete rest. Baby pose is a simple but very effective exercise to keep you moving. Now, I'm gonna show you how to do it and you can give it a try. You're gonna sit back on your foot. If you don't feel comfortable with this, you can put some towel or basically cushion there to kind of give you a little support. You wanna relax your body, lean forward. You wanna move the arms as far as you can, but without forcing it, which means your shoulder and your neck should be relaxed down. And you try to breathe in and out while you're here. You want to breathe through your diaphragm and try to get your lower back even to move while you're breathing. Stay there as long as you want. 10-15 seconds would be good. Breathe in and breathe out. Now you can slightly move to the side that you feel bit of stretch. And move to the middle again. And slowly move to the opposite. As you can see, I don't lift my body. I stay there and just move my hands. Yeah, I can feel more stretch on this side. Now, as I mentioned, this is not a very high impact exercise. It's a very slow, low impact. You can spend as much time as you want there. Relax your body, focus on your breathing and let your body to actually relax. The next move that I'm going to show you guys is going to be back extension or Mackenzie technique, which you might have seen in many of my videos, but it's a very low impact but effective exercise for you to help you to reduce your lower back pain. If you're suffering specifically from sciatica pain or disc bulges, this is the exercise to go. Now, I'm going to show you how to do it. You can give it a try. You're going to lie down on the tummy. Take this off. Here. You're going to be on prone position, face down. In this position, you want to hold your hand next to your body. I'm just putting this here. The initial position can be just literally being that slight extension on your lower back, and that can help you to actually relieve your symptoms. In Mackenzie exercise, you don't do any movement. Eventually, you can stay in that position for 5 minutes, repeat it for 3 to 5 times. So specifically, if your back is very hypertonic, which means it's very sore to movement, this is a very simple exercise that you can do regularly through the day, 3-4 times, no problem. If you find this position is comfortable, you can put your hands next to your body and slowly come up. When I'm saying slowly, is not a huge movement. It's a very slight movement. You can come up to here. Focus on your breathing. Go back down. Back up again. Stay there. As you can see, I'm breathing in and out. I'm not holding my breath. Not going for a huge movement. It's a slight movement up, and I slowly progress that. If I find comfortable, I come a little bit higher. You can even bring this a little closer to your body to give you a little bit more support. To here, hold there for a few seconds and slowly go back. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, for Mackenzie, one of the things that I don't want you to do is to bring your hip off the ground, which means you don't want your hip to be off the ground. You want to be always on the ground, and that would be the maximum amount of basically extension that you do. Now, I suppose As soon as you do this exercise more and more, you become more comfortable with it. It's not that complicated, straightforward. You need a mat and a pillow. You can make it more cushion as you want. If you find this exercise is good, repeat it more often through the day, once or twice, and try to relax and create that slight extension in your lower back. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to thoracic rotation, which is a very simple but effective exercise to mobilize your lower back without aggravating your symptoms. I'm gonna show you how to do it, and you can give it a try. In this technique, you're gonna be on a kneeling position, basically your knees are underneath of your hip, hands underneath of your shoulder, and you're trying to basically bring one hand, I'm gonna show you first from here, around the back of your neck. You don't hold it too tight, just bring it here. I'm gonna bring it in, create that rotation, and now open it up. It's a gentle movement. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Try 3-4 repetition from one side. Slow and control. Go within your own range. Change arms. Breathe in. And breathe out. I'm going to show you a different version. Use your hands. Breathe in. Your neck follow your hands. Change arms. Now, as you can see, it's very simple, low impact. And if you're suffering from lower back pain, more specifically disc bulges or sciatica, it's a simple exercise for you to do on a daily basis. Play around with it and let me know if you have any question. We're going to move on to figure 4 stretch, which is a very simple but effective exercise. If you're suffering from sciatica pain or if you're getting sciatica symptoms, this is a great exercise to try on a daily basis. I'm going to show you how to do it and you can give it a try. This exercise basically stretch your hip muscle, gluteal area, more specifically your piriformis muscle, which is a very small, but in some cases that piriformis muscle can actually get very close to the sciatica pain, and in some cases go through the sciatica pain, or vice versa, sciatica pain goes through the piriformis muscle, and basically that could irritate the sciatica pain. I'm going to show you how to do this stretch and relieve pain from gluteal area. Let's give it a try. You can lie down on your back. What we're trying to do, we try to presume, let's say your left leg is the problematic area. Just remember, guys, if you have it on the right side, you do the same thing on the other side. It's pretty straightforward. Cross the leg. You're gonna try basically bringing this knee to the other side and holding the other foot and bringing it up. As you can see, you're stretching this hip and this glutes. You're gonna hold it there 10-15 seconds. I wanna breathe in and breathe out while I'm holding it here. If I feel more comfortable, I can actually push a little bit more back. I can feel the stretch there. Breathe in and out. Relax the shoulder. And remember this, guys, you don't want to kill that muscle. If you feel the stretch around, let's say 5 or 6 out of 10, that's perfect. You don't want to go all in. Let your body to settle into it and relax. Hold it there for 15 to 20 seconds. As soon as you do them a couple of rounds, you can feel in the last round, it becomes easier to basically do this movement. More movement and mobility. I'm going to show you from the opposite side. Cross the leg, hold the opposite knee, underneath of the knee, and you can bring it up. Breathe in and out, relax your body. Yeah, I can feel more on the left side actually. Hold it there. If you couldn't reach there, you can put a towel there and pull it. That's another way to modify this exercise. I'm going to show you in the longer version of this video how to do this exercise in a seated position as well. Now, figure 4 stretch is very simple, but at the same time it's pretty effective. If you're suffering from sciatica pain or disc bulges, or if you have even sciatica symptoms, this stretch can help you to reduce your pain from the gluteal area and help you to actually get more mobility in your hip. I'm going to move on to bird dog exercise, which is a core strengthening exercise which can be beneficial if you're suffering from sciatica pain or disc bulges. What study and research has shown, more specifically in chronic back pain, core strengthening exercises can be beneficial for your lower back. This can help you to reduce your pain, improve your mobility, and have a better overall core strength. I'm going to show you how to do it and you can give it a try. In bird dog, you're going to be on the kneeling position, hands underneath of your shoulder. Your knees going to be underneath of your hip. I'm going to show you in a simplified version and you can give it a try and slowly build it up. Eventually, bird dog going to be opposite hands, opposite knee, going to go straight up, slowly come back. I'm going to show you one more round. Slow back. While I'm doing that movement, I'm stabilizing my core. I'm not trying to let my lower back to move or sink. Now, if you've never done this exercise, you might find doing this exercise can be very wobbly, and that's not going to be necessarily beneficial. I will break it down to single leg glute kickback. Try to practice that for a while to get master in that. And while you're doing that, you're still strengthening your core because you have to stabilize your body to stay static. I will start with that, do that for a few days, and as soon as you feel comfortable, then you try to move your hand as well. I'm going to show you from the opposite side. Slow down. You want to breathe in and out. And with practicing this exercise, guys, you can become more comfortable with it. It's pretty challenging, even though it looks easy. Try to practice it on a daily basis. Don't rush it. Make sure that you're stabilizing your core, engaging your core, and with doing it more often, you can get better in it. You're going to progress this movement to glute bridges, which is a simple exercise but can actually target your gluteal muscle. And if you're suffering from low back pain like disc bulges or sciatica, strengthening your gluteal area can be beneficial things for you to do. Why? Because that can help you to support your lower back and actually deload your lower back. I'm going to show you how to do it and you can give it a try. For glute bridges, you don't need any equipment. You're going to lie down on your back, hands next to your body, feet pretty close to your body, relax your neck, and you want to apply pressure with your hip and come off the ground. You can hold it at the top for a second, slow down, try to dig into your whole foot and come back up, slow down, all the way up, slow down, you can hold it at the top for a second. Make sure that you're feeling the tension in the glute and you're holding it there. Slow down. Good. Now, this is a very low impact exercise, but it's pretty effective in an acute case because you can actually create movement in your lower back. You can try the glute bridges for 3 sets of 8 to 10, progress them up to 15. If you've never done them, you can even feel them within 10 to 12 repetitions. You're gonna move on to hamstring mobilization technique, which literally help you to mobilize your sciatica nerve in a lying position. I'm using a towel for this exercise and you can give it a try with a towel if you have a resistant band, but towel gives better support. I would prefer a towel to resistant band, but I've seen some people do it with resistant band, that's fine. All right, let's give it a try. You're gonna lie on your back, you're gonna put this basically on your foot. And as you can see, for some of you guys, this position even can be, you can feel the stretch on your hamstring. As soon as you feel this stretch, you want to bend the knee, apply slight pressure there, just holding the towel, and you bring it back up. See my toe, and not that way. I'm bringing him to dorsiflexion, which means facing it up. I can feel the stretch when I get to the top here. You want to create that movement for 5 to 10 repetitions each side. You can do them slowly. As soon as you do them for a while, you can actually bring your foot a little bit back more towards yourself. which means you're kind of engaging your lower kind of fiber of your hamstring as well. Holding it there. It's a nice stretch, not holding it for too long. I'm just mobilizing that hamstring and your sciatica nerve. I'll try to change legs, hold it there. Relax the other leg. Slow, go to the range that you feel comfortable. If you find coming back up too high, it doesn't feel comfortable, back it off a little bit. Play around with it. As you can see, I bend my knee with all the way up. You can create some neck movement as well if you want to. That can be a good thing, which means when you go down, you can bring it back, up. Good. Now, you can practice this exercise for 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions in each legs. There's no harm to do them for both sides, but if you don't have time, you can stick to the side that you feel more pain. This exercise, specifically if you're experiencing tingling sensation or radiation down to your glutes and your leg. In some cases, you might feel even numbness up to your toe, big toe. This exercise can be helpful to improve those symptoms. Give it a try and let me know how. All right, guys, the next exercise that I'm going to show you guys is going to be figure 4 in a seated position. For those of you guys who can't really kneel down and don't feel comfortable to put pressure on your knees, you can try this exercise as a modification. In the figure 4, in a seated position, we try to do the same movement in basically different angle. Trying to cross the leg. You presume the right hip is the hip that actually bothers you and you feel tight and stiff and you feel basically tingling and numbness come to that leg. So you're trying to cross that leg, bring them as up as you can and apply slight pressure with the opposite, basically on the opposite knee, which means you're going to push down that. And while I'm doing, I'm slightly leaning forward. I'm going to show you from the other basically position to get a better picture. I stay there for 15 to 20 seconds, not applying too much pressure, breathe in and out. And relax. I'm going to show you from the opposite position. Cross the leg, hold hands there, leaning slightly forward and hold it just there, nice and tight. You can feel the stretch around there. You shouldn't feel a burning sensation. Let's say 4 or 5 out of 10, that's perfect. Breathe in and out. And relax. Now, figure 4 stretch, it's simple, but at the same time it's effective. More specifically, if you're suffering from piriformis syndrome, this can be a great stretch for you to try on a daily basis. Now, your symptoms could be similar to sciatica if you're suffering from piriformis syndrome, but in that case, this can be a great exercise to do them more often through the day, 2 to 3 times. Give it a try and let me know how you're getting on. All right, guys, the last exercise that we're going to do in this routine is going to be nerve glide, which is a great exercise for you if you're suffering from disc bulges or sciatica pain. Nerve glide can actually help you to mobilize that sciatica nerve and help you to reduce your pain, improve your symptoms, and help you to actually improve your mobility. Now, if you're suffering from sciatica pain, some cases, or disc bulges, some cases you get tingling and numbness down to your leg, and in this exercise can be a good thing for you to help you to improve those symptoms. I'm going to show you from 2 different angles and you can give it a try. For the nerve glide, we're going to try 2 movements and follow them exactly as the steps that I show you in this routine. You're going to bring your foot up, foot down to dorsiflexion, and you want to bring the neck back at the same times. Bending the neck, bring down the chin at the same times. Up. You might feel slight stretch while you're doing this, but it shouldn't be painful or any discomfort. It's a very low impact and easy exercise to follow. Toes up, neck go back to extension, opposite, chin down. Try this for slow tempo, 8 to 10 repetitions. Presuming that your right leg is the side that is sore, there's no harm to do this on the left side as well. I'm going to show you from a different angle. you get a better idea. Actually on the left side, chin down. Try to minimize movement in your upper body. Just your neck and your foot move. Still control down. Now, if you find coming up to here, it feels uncomfortable, don't push it all the way up and bend your neck. Try to go through the range that you feel comfortable. Work around it for a while. Slowly you build up movement and you're progressing them in less than a week. Now, these exercises are designed if you're suffering from low back pain, specifically disc bulges or sciatica pain. Now, if you're suffering from any source of low back pain, there is no harm to follow this routine. These are low impact, effective, and can help you to reduce your low back pain and help you to improve your mobility. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you find it helpful. And if you have any question regarding lower back pain, disc bulges or sciatica pain, please leave me a comment underneath of this video and I would be more than happy to help you. I will definitely get back to your question as soon as I can. As I mentioned earlier, this routine is a 10 minutes routine that actually can help you to improve your recovery, help you to reduce your lower back pain, and help you to improve your mobility. With following this routine, you can literally get a quicker chance for recovery. Make sure to subscribe my channel for my weekly update and don't forget to press that like button. Until next week, all the best.